Hey everyone, yasas, que kalos sirtate to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. Today I'm going to be teaching you how I make my chicken stifado. This is a very traditional recipe. Well, the traditional one is a beef stifado made with beef and shallots, and it cooks over on the stovetop in a rich tomato sauce, and it has warm herbs in there, warm spices. So good. But today I'm going to teach you how I make the chicken version, baked in the oven, all in one pan. So it's so simple to put together. It takes 5 minutes to put the whole thing together. It bakes in the oven, and then you can just serve this as your heart desires. It tastes good with baked potatoes, mashed potatoes, pasta, rice, bread, salad. There's so many options, and I'm going to put them on the blog post. Let me show you how I make it. Okay, I have a 9 by 13 inch baking pan here with a whole chicken that's been cut up into smaller pieces. I just had the butcher do this. You could do big pieces too if you like. And it's a whole chicken again, about 3 pounds. And the skin has been removed. I'll just season it on both sides with some salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And then I have 2 bags of frozen pearl onions. I love getting these because of course you can use shallots, which are traditional, but then you have to peel them and all of that. This is just easy. You don't have to thaw them out. And you need about 32 ounces total. So the onions go in and they're still frozen. They're bite-sized and sweet and delicious, and they just taste so good with this. In my mixing bowl over here, I'll add 1 15-ounce can of tomato sauce. You can double this because Stifado is really known for having that rich tomato sauce. I'm just going to do it a little bit lighter this time, but know that you can use a 28-ounce can as well, or 2 15-ounce cans of either crushed tomatoes or tomato sauce. I'm using tomato sauce. It's lightly seasoned, but I'll still season it a little bit more. 4 garlic cloves that are grated are going in. A tablespoon of tomato paste should go in here, but I don't have any. I'm completely out, so I'll skip it. I'll leave it out. A little pinch of sugar, or you could do a teaspoon of honey. If you're using crushed tomatoes, you can do 1 to 2 teaspoons of sugar or honey, just because they tend to be very acidic. But tomato sauce is already lightly sweetened, so I'll just do a little bit of sugar in here. And then 1 cup of either chicken broth or water. I'll just rinse the can out to get all the remaining sauce. And whisk that all together with some dried oregano, of course, a teaspoon of dried oregano, some crushed red pepper flakes, just a little pinch, and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground allspice. Whisk that all together and pour it over the chicken and the onions. I also added a small cinnamon stick and 2 bay leaves. I'm going to cover this up with some crumbled up parchment paper. We crumble it up just so it can kind of stay in place. It doesn't really stay in place too well, but it doesn't matter. On top of the parchment paper, I'll go ahead and add a layer of foil. We do the parchment paper first, so that way the foil doesn't touch the chicken or the food. This is going to go in my preheated oven. It's at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for 45 minutes. I'm going to leave it covered. Then I'm going to uncover it, reduce the heat to 400, and then I'm going to let it bake uncovered for about 45 minutes to an hour, or until the chicken is tender, the sauce is nice and thick. Once it comes out of the oven, you could remove the cinnamon stick and the bay leaves, taste it, and see if it needs more salt and pepper or any more seasoning. It's so delicious just as is, but of course you can garnish it with finely chopped parsley, serve it with feta cheese, some toasted pita bread. You can make some rice on the side or pasta, mashed potatoes, and it's ready to serve. And there you have it. My chicken stifado is ready. I use the pearl onions that are frozen for just ease. It all comes together in one pan. You don't have to cook anything on the stovetop, although you could if you want to. But I chose to do it in the oven, so that way the oven does all the work for me. It's cozy, it's aromatic. The combination of the chicken with the pearl onions are sweet. They get slightly caramelized in the oven. One tip, if you want them to be caramelized even more, for the last about 5 minutes of baking time, you can put them under the broiler. Be very careful that you're not using a glass baking pan for this, because it can shatter under the broiler. Either use metal or ceramic, and you can get some caramelization on the onions, but they're going to sweeten as they cook. That sauce is going to thicken. The chicken is tender and so flavorful with all of those flavors that it's cooked in. I hope you guys give this one a try. The exact measurements and the whole recipe are on the blog, dimitrasdishes.com. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I'll see you all next time. Gracias.